Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, Mr. Grim Reaper, guess what? I just come back from Rendezvous and I heard one hell of a joke. Would you like to hear it? All right. Now, we all know how Jehovah's Witnesses love the captive audience, correct? Yeah, and they just can't help themselves that when they get a captive audience, they just have to, witness to their captive audience. So the joke goes like this. You've got a Jehovah's Witness and a young girl traveling on a plane together, and the young girl is just reading a book. Well, there again, Jehovah's Witnesses love the captive audience. So the Jehovah's Witness turns to the young girl and said, "Hey, would you like to have a conversation? I mean, after all, when we have a conversation, the plane trip will go a lot faster." So the young girl says, "Well, certainly. What would you like to talk about?" Well, you can just imagine what the Jehovah's Witness says. "Well, we could talk about God. We could discuss, whether God really exists, why we're here, what's the purpose of life, where we go after death." And the young girl says, "Well, sure, I'd like to talk about that, but can I ask one question first?" And the Jehovah's Witness says, "Well, certainly." So the young girl says, "Let me ask you this. You have the deer that eats the grass, and you have the cow that eats the grass. Why is it that the deer poops little tiny pellets and the cow poops in a big patty?" And the Jehovah's Witness gets this puzzled look on their face and says, "Well, geez, I really don't know." And the young girl says, "Well, then how do you expect to talk to me about God when you don't know your shit?" Good one.
Wow.
How many we have this time, dear?
22.
Wow.
See what happens when you go off to your mountaineering camp for a couple of weeks and
Hey.
get behind.
It was all work. It wasn't all play.
That's okay. Shyla stepped in and did your job.
I know. I was thoroughly impressed with the way you guys choreographed. Well, I shouldn't say choreographed, but the way you guys did that. That was fantastic. Okay, my goodness. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to start right up here with a purple and a red one because we have a specific request to do a purple one for somebody. So,
yes.
Let's see if I can't do this without blocking Kim and I's face. So, here we go with the names.
Okay, this is a mom and daughter, Shelly, and the purple pin is for Lyric.
Okay.
And then we have Samuel.
Okay, cool.
We have Josh. Now, Josh has a YouTube channel and is doing videos, so we're happy to pound him in the coffin lid. His YouTube channel is My JW Story.
Welcome aboard.
Great job, Josh. Alicia. Cindy. Matthew. Kira. Okay, then we have a couple, Carlos and Millie. And Nellie. We have another couple, Adam and, let's see, Eulina.
And Adam?
Adam and Eulina.
Okay, cool.
Another couple, Olivia and Louise. Ryan and Jessica.
Wow.
Kathy and Julie. And I just want to mention that she woke up because of watching Son of Thunder's JC meeting.
Oh,
So-
excellent. Yeah, these recorded JC meetings really do a lot in opening up the mind of Jehovah's Witnesses.
And then two friends, Ralph and Benny.
All right, I guess it'd be these two white ones right down
Okay,
here.
and then Carrie.
All right.
And she sent us an email, and this is great because she says, "I would like to request my nail in the coffin. My younger sister, Cassie, had her nail in the coffin on April 17th, 2016. So now
Excellent.
we've got two sisters on here.
Excellent.
And it's just spreading, isn't it?
Well, it just shows Watchtower can't manipulate any longer because the internet is just absolutely exposing Watchtower to the very core. Now, I understand we have a couple of
old-timers.
All right.
Yes. So we have Dee Dee, Stephen, Elena, and we have Annalie.
Cool.
And an honorary pin because they were never baptized, but they were in it for a long time, off and on, and they were almost to the point of baptism. And this is for Carl.
All right.
So thank you so much, everyone.
And absolutely welcome to your freedom. This is just spectacular.
And there's so many new YouTube channels, and we apologize that we just can't keep up with all these. We have a Sherry Juby. Now, she is doing ASL, and we mentioned her YouTube channel. You know, she's the new YouTube channel for the deaf.
Yeah, that's one that you and Shyla had done.
Yes, we have Cult Free Me. We have Armageddon, Watchtower. We have JW Watch. We have Glass Ceiling, Gabriel. Great job. He was on the podcast while you were gone.
Oh, okay. While I was out playing?
Yeah, while you were out.
Well, I was working.
Yeah.
No, really, I was working.
We believe that, don't we? Yeah. And we have a shout out to Robbie in Texas because very sad story. He lost his fiancee because of JWs. He never was a witness, but he was engaged to one, and she decided to go back to the truth. And of course, he lost. Or excuse me, she. So.
Hey, Watchtower. Come on, boys. It's time to just give it up because you can't win this any longer. We've got so many friends looking into the 501c3, and we're gaining ground on that with becoming familiar with the verbiage in it. And there's a loophole, Watchtower, that has been discovered through the 501c3. And I personally feel this is absolutely going to be your undoing. This is going to make you lose so much control over this cult and people's lives that it's not even funny at what this loophole can do to you people right now.
Yeah, and we got several elders' letters the past couple of weeks, and nothing too earth-shattering except that they're getting ready to move the London headquarters out, and the branch relocation for that. And they're going to be having meetings and they're going to need over 500 volunteers. So for those of you who want to slave for Watchtower, just jump in. And they're not even going to feed you your lunch. Well, so take your lunch.
That's what I find very different in this particular elder's letter. As the program will be from 9:30 a.m. to 3 p.m., we encourage all to bring their own lunch.
It looks like it's going to be like in assembly halls, and they're going to go through all these meetings of what all needs to be done, and like put you all in the groups that you need to be to, assign jobs and all of that.
But it's interesting that they're no longer providing lunch, whereas, not too many years ago, they were providing lunches for everything. What's happening to your volunteer force, Watchtower? I mean, honestly, what's happening to your volunteer workforce?
Yes.
My goodness, that you can't even have enough volunteers to prepare meals. Isn't Jehovah blessing you guys anymore?
Yes, and we want to thank Bo so much. He just sent us 3 boxes of old books. And
Thank you.
Really appreciate that.
And in fact, Bo, at that rendezvous I was just at, I ended up taking some footage, and when we have time, we're going to put it together, a nice little rendezvous thing. Unfortunately, I couldn't get up on the shooting range because the battery in the camera was dying by the time I got around to doing that portion of the filming.
Yeah. One thing we did get in elders' letters recently is a list of publications approved for discard. So they're getting rid of some more publications.
Well, now, I wonder why.
Yeah. What's interesting is there's just some are like put on display on the counter and let witnesses take what they want. Some is discard, like the Examining the Scriptures Daily. Discard immediately previous years, so you only keep the current one. there's a whole bunch here, but I wanted to mention that there's just a couple here that caught my attention. Let's see. Go make disciples, baptizing them. Do you remember that? Was that a book or brochure?
I don't recall. I honestly don't recall.
Yeah, well, I don't recall, but it must be something affiliated with the organization book, because it says, if replaced by organized to accomplish our ministry, destroy immediately.
Destroy?
Immediately. Not discard,
Wow.
destroy. Elementary
Interesting.
Bible teachings. If replaced by go make disciples, baptizing them, or organized to accomplish our ministry, destroy immediately.
Wow.
So I'm thinking that these were specific books to target certain groups.
Certain groups. Very well could be. It'd be interesting if we get our hands on those and then read through them and find out why Watchtower wants them destroyed.
Yeah. Organized to accomplish our ministry book. That's another organization manual.
Yeah.
Destroy immediately.
Wow.
So you know why. I'm thinking it's because of these court cases, because we've
Yeah.
actually sent like some of our copies to law offices, law firms, and
Exactly.
government agencies, doing investigations and commissions and stuff.
Here again,
So-
that 501c3 is acting as a noose around your neck, Watchtower. I'm telling you. That 501c3 is going to be your undoing.
Yeah. Well, thank you, everybody.
Thanks for
and
watching.
glad to have Mikey back.
Yeah.
It was rough doing videos by myself, but unfortunately I couldn't say publicly that I was home alone, because you never know.
You never know who's
Never
watching
know.
and who's
Never
who's
know.
keeping an eye on what's going on in the Mike and Kim household.
Yeah. So we're glad to have Mikey back. And we've got a busy couple of weeks, so hopefully we can get at least some videos out. But
Yeah. So anyhow, again, everybody that was represented by the pins on the coffin lid, welcome to your freedom. If there's anything Kim and I can do to help you along the way, we're more than happy to help. But keep in mind that we're very busy with what we're doing with our outreach right now. So
yeah,
please be patient with us.
that's why there hasn't been too many videos, because I'm actually trying to get caught up on all my emails. So,
Yeah.
But I just wanted to mention that July 17th, we have a line right there of 256 that were up to this point. And this is what we've added. We've gone down around here and all the way up to here, just since July 17th.
Yes.
So, I mean, my goodness.
Yeah.
My goodness. So, Mikey's going to have to start making the next coffee and lid.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, in fact, I think I have next year's already made, but I might have to make a bigger one. Yeah. Again, everybody, welcome to your freedom. Don't feel that this is an absolute loss leaving a cult. It's actually a new beginning, a new journey, and this journey can be one of joy and rediscovery. Or, depending on how you view it, it could also be one of misery. So please do not view it as one of misery, because you're not alone. You're absolutely not alone in this journey. There are many, many ex-Jehovah's Witnesses and non-Jehovah's Witnesses that are more than willing to help you rediscover who you are, and also to help you realize what has happened to all of us. All of us were part of this destructive cult that has controlled our lives, not for the better, but absolutely for the worse. We've lost friends, we've lost family, and whether you believe it or not, Christ did say that if you leave these for my name's sake, you will be rewarded 100 times over.
Yeah, and I was going to say, these aren't just nails, these aren't
People.
just
Lives.
objects. Look at, these are the names that we write on the back. These are people, these are all of us in the same boat together of losing friends and family. So to us, this is very real, because, it's not just nails, it's people.
It's people. Absolutely.
So, and I wanted to mention that if anybody needs any research archives, there's a new website called avoidjw.org, and he's got Watchtowers and Awakes. He's got a lot of the archives, and we're trying to help him get as much on there as we can. He should have all the watchtowers and awakes now. I believe he's got all the KMs now. He's even got watchtower forms. There was a lot of information in there. And so if you need anything, you know, and you can't get a hold of me, you know, you can get a hold of us through our website. You know, just email me and let me know what you need.
And let's not also forget jwvictims.org. If
Yeah,
you have a story you want to
jwvictims.org.
tell, you can either give it to Kim and I, and we can put it up on watchtower.exposed or watchtowervictims.org.
Actually, Alexandra James has been doing a 4-part series so far about the ban in Russia. Mm-hmm. And it's interesting because I was just talking to Unknown Apostate this morning. Hi, sweetie. Sorry to wake you up so early.
Yeah.
And he said that Russia is very similar with the U.S. with the 501c3s, corporations. And that's one reason that Watchtower is in serious trouble over there, is because of the violation of the corporation laws. So that's all I'm going to say about that.
There'll probably be more coming at a later date.
Well, I just would like to see the same thing happen over here, you know. And I think that's the way to go after them.
Yep, I do too.
So
again, well, I guess we'll say goodbye. Welcome to your freedom. Thanks for watching.
Love you all so much.
And have a great weekend.
Bye.